Fat guy with guns, you don't want none. They know they give me a mission, they know I'ma get it done. When they come out of my family, I send you the kingdom come. Break them down and build them up, I done did it one after one. And I see you need an army, but all I need is my gun. They said it's my right, so I'm a bear arms.
Yo, Fat Guy Nation, what's good? This is your man, Big Zach, the Fat Guy with Guns. And today, what I wanted to do, if you could tell by looking at the thumbnail or looking at the intro, that I wanted to do, take a little trip down memory lane, I guess, you know. Everybody knows I'm the self-proclaimed Canik King, so I wanted to go, I think I'm going to do a series on all of the Caniks that I own, just to run through them, because I still believe that Canik makes the best value for your buck with what comes with your gun, with the reliability of the gun, and I'm a 13 Canik owner, so I mean, I haven't had issues out of anyone. Well, I had a little bit of issue with one, but they took care of that, so you know, just full disclosure. So, but that happens. I mean, no gun brand is perfect. So today, like I said, we're going to be talking about the Canik TP9 V2. It's not the one that started it all, but it's just after the one that started it all. There was the TP9, which is super rare. You can hardly find them anywhere. And what I'm about to show you is the TP9 V2, which is also rare. You can find them, but you'll be hard-pressed to find yourself one. So it came in 9mm. And it also came in 40, which they only made 500 of those. So I've been looking for that for years, and I have not been able to find one. So if you come across one and you don't want to buy it, let your man know so I can go pick it up. So, I mean, like I said, get your best bang for your buck with the Canik. And I'll run over all the stuff that came with the gun also, that came in the box with the gun. So first, we got the gun right here. The TP9, the V2. You know, so you guys can take a look at it and see the pistol, back it up. I mean, and it was plain. It only came in black. It didn't come in any of the other colors. You know, Canik started changing all of that, and they started moving through. Some of the features on it, it has a single action, double action trigger. So if you cock this gun, you hear it racking in. Oh yeah, by the way, it's safe. There's nothing in it. No bullets around it right there. So you're sitting at home. Now, the trigger is a single action, double action trigger. So watch this. If I take this and push this a little bit, boom. Now it's in single action. And it was. I just thought it was different when I first got this, and it is. But it's single action, double action. And it also has on the top here. You see these two little what's like, where they at? Little buttons. There's one there, and one down there. If you push those, you hear that? That takes it, and that basically decocks the gun. But the good thing about this gun was, because it was single action, double action, it's never inert. So you always had that second strike capability. Let's say you got it in a single action, and for some reason it's got in and it fails. Even if it fails, it doesn't matter. If the round didn't go off, I get to try again, because I got that double action going on there. So I mean, it was a pretty good gun. It had a nothing was ambidextrous. Had a little bit of a raised mag release. You see that elongated slide stop that it has there. The takedown was super easy. I'm not going to show you because if I do, I may have an issue. It came with a 3-dot sight setup, 2 whites in the back, 1 white in the front. You know, good sights. It worked. I like it. Had to put a lot of rounds to this gun. Got a little bit of wear on there. A lot of rounds to it. So I mean, good, accurate gun. Like I said, really hard to find. Let's go through what was in the box. It came with 2 18-round magazines, 2 18-round Metgar quality magazines. Everybody know Metgar makes some of the best magazines in the world. It came with a speed loader, like you know most stuff does. Nice speed loader. It came with a holster. And that was the thing that I saw. Now, it's a Serpent style holster, and a lot of people, you know, they scared of the Serpent style holster, especially if they don't train, because they scared, oh, you're going to shoot yourself. But if you train with it, I've been carrying with Serpent style holsters for years. If you train with it and you know what you're doing, you ain't going to shoot yourself. Your finger comes out of the way. It doesn't just naturally go to the trigger. If it had, Blackhawk would have a whole lot of, this is their design, they would have a whole lot of lawsuits. And I don't see that. So, you know, like I said, it came with that. It came with the paddle to go with it, so how you can wear it, you know, if people like using that paddle. I like wearing that paddle sometimes. And it also came with, so if you want to just, you know, put it on your belt, the belt loops, you see it's adjustable from down here, you know. And it came with a small, well, I'm gonna say a medium and a large, or a small and a large back straps. Only came with 2 with this particular version of a Canik. And what else? Of course, came with your cleaning brush. Came with your pole here for your jack so you can clean out your barrel. You know, for the price, and I bought this back in 2015. So I mean, this is when they were just really coming around. That's when I got into Canik. You know, when the V2 is when they started advertising, started talking about the Glock killer. Everybody knows there's no such thing as a Glock killer, but that's how they advertised it. That's how they caught me. It was on the front of the magazine. So you know, I went out and grabbed it, and when I got it, saw it was in there. Before then, any other pistol I had to go buy a holster. You had to go buy everything. Everything came in the box, and this was sub $350 at the time. So I mean, it's crazy. And I mean, but for the day, if you look at Caniks and what you get with them, even when you get into the higher end ones, you still, what you get, I mean, you get the best bang for your buck, the most accessories, everything. Now, we do have some other companies that have come along and they started doing the same thing. But Canik is the first company that I was introduced to that started giving me everything out of the box, because I was still a relatively new gun owner. I started, you know, getting into guns around 2007, but, you know, I was relatively new at this side because I bought a lot of like long guns at first. That was just my thing. I had a few pistols, not a lot, just mostly long guns. I was into ARs and shotguns and stuff at the time. Even though I hate shotguns, I think that's what you were supposed to have. So, I mean, it's a good gun. You know, a lot of nostalgia in it for me. TP9 V2. I mean, great gun. If you can find yourself one, I don't know how much they will cost right now. You're not going to be able to get it for the price when they originally came on the market. But it's a good, reliable gun. I'm going to go ahead and throw in just a little bit of me shooting it, just so you can see the gun runs. I mean, it's a good firearm. And like I said, you still get that, even though it has that capability, that single action, double action, you still get that same smooth mechanic with a wall. Boom, there goes your break. And there goes the reset. I mean, you're still getting that same thing from it. The one thing about it, they didn't put any front serrations on it. It only had rear slide serrations. And like I said, got that decocker. And people used to always complain about that. But it doesn't matter, because if you have it and you decock the gun, it doesn't matter, because you got that second strike capability. Boom. So you're going to always be able to rock and roll. And I didn't understand why people complained about it. I think because it was just a new kid on the block and it wasn't a Glock. Bars. So, I mean, like I said, bang for your buck. I'm still a Canik guy. That's probably never going to change. I mean, that's why I have so many. They've always been reliable. I mean, I've never had a single hiccup out of this gun. And like I said, this gun has several thousand rounds to it. This was my first Canik, and I took this thing and I ran it like crazy and was just shooting it all over the damn place. And I mean, it's probably got more in it. Only my SFXs probably have more rounds to it because I use them in competition. But this right here, in terms of just as a recreational gun, this was my recreational gun. This is what I shot with. And I really beat it into the ground. But, I mean, beautiful gun. Runs good. Like I said, I ain't going to go over all the detail specs. If you want to look, you can go out there and find them out there online somewhere. I mean, I don't have every Canik, but I do have this one. This one is like near and dear to my heart because it's the first one. I think out of all of my Caniks, this is the only one that I have every single piece for it. I still have the original magazines for it, the holster, the pieces, the back straps, everything. With the other stuff, I just sort of mixed it around. But this one, I keep it because you can't really find it. And, you know, there's a couple others that I want to get my hands on too. We're going to try to do some gap fillers because I always thought I wasn't going to own every Canik, but I probably end up filling up some gaps. There's definitely a couple that I want to get just to have because I didn't get them all in succession. I didn't get every single one because some of them to me were kind of redundant because of what I already had. But you know, I may go back and do some gap fillers. Let me know. Let me know if there's something out there that you think maybe, you know, a little bit rare that you can't find. And maybe we'll go out and find it and we'll do a whole thing. But I am going to do a whole, on all the cats, I'm going to go through all of them and just run them down. Even if I have 2 of them, I'll just go through, show you what I got, you know, because there's a few out there. You don't see people do this. People buy some guns, they're a good gun, they do something on it, then you never hear about it again. But I'm going to go take a trip down memory lane, take you back right through Canik, let you know why your man Big Zach, Fag Out Guns, is a Canik guy, and I am the Canik King. I said it, the Canik King. So, yo, Fag Out Nation, I just wanted to come through and, you know, show you all the TP9 V2, the Canik TP9 V2. Take me down memory lane, a little nostalgia for me. Still a great pistol. Listen, if you find yourself one, get it, pick it up. You won't be dissatisfied. So yo, Fag Out Nation, it's your man Big Zach, the Fag Out Guns. I love y'all. Thanks for the support. Now you know how I do. Peace. I'm out.